It's week 1 of the National Football League as we get set for a Super Bowl 48 rematch. It's the Broncos and the Seahawks coming up next.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
There's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players. The OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Of Super Bowl 48, the Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
And Smith continues to show that his career resurgence hasn't been some fluke. He's brought a level of maturity, stability, and good play that allows him to compete with any team on any given week. The real question is whether or not he can become a championship caliber quarterback. Only time will tell, but for now, he's done enough to give this franchise reason to believe they can certainly get the job done.
2 yards to go, second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. From the gun on third down, Howell. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night, and by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw from his end zone, Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Now they go play action with Howell. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Off the play fake, Nix. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton was was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. Throwing Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Atkins. No score after one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Shedding the tackle. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 53 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The kick by Lutz is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now he'll look to throw it. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Howell. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's another 1st down for Seattle. They're stringing some good plays together in the passing game. Howell from the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick six. So dealing with his deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Howell. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Howell. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before break. Nix. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They start the 2nd half here with Williams. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw is Nix. And this is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the 2nd half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Denver.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams taking it in from the 20. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Smith. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taken from just outside the 30. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Shedding through the defense. Still fighting for more. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they can't bring him down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Baron Browning in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Take it at the 37. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep. So for Denver, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.